I'm doing all right. Uh, Excited to finally get this going because it's the last thing I need to do for the platinum, and just winding down on a Sunday night. I'm gonna mute myself for the opening cutscenes though.
Get down here, Merc.
All right, Alright, let me know if the music or the sound is off. I think the settings should still be the same. It is the last thing I need to do for the platinum is to play through the game on hard mode.
Halt! Who goes there?
And then there's different choices and things I have to do during the playthrough.
You're coming with us. Nice
to,
and easy.
Don't think
unlock
so.
some of the other
It's over.
to unlock the bridal dresses, which are different.
Who in the hell?
How
Hands where
hard
I
is
can see it.
hard? If it's anything like the
Have fun.
boss battles that I just did of
Enough of this.
combat simulator later in the game, and you can do the secret bosses to get armor that will make your gear better. Those fights were miserable. The main change between the regular playthrough and hard mode is
You got this.
Yeah, what he said.
is that you can't use items, so you can't use potions, ethers, anything like that.
Nope.
The camera also makes it hard sometimes. You don't recover magic at the save benches. So like in the regular playthrough, there are these benches that you can rest on that recover your health and your magic points. Those don't happen, or they don't do magic anymore. So you can only get magic from doing, from busting open like little crates and boxes throughout the world. And also, like, so here are some boxes that have those. It says you recovered MP with a Mako shard. So you have to do that. And then also, if you are, you can
So what's Soldier
level
Boy's
up your
deal?
stuff
Is he one of us now? He's got balls.
to
This.
do, or to regenerate
what was his
your
name
MP
again?
as
Cloud.
you
Cloud
walk
Strife.
and stuff
Right.
like that.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
I'm just doing a straight playthrough with
This is a one-time
none of the
gig.
side quests.
When it's
That's
done,
what I have to do for
we're
the,
done.
I can't do the side quests in order to unlock the
Real joy to work
bridal
with.
dresses.
Real joy to look at
You'll
too.
keep us safe, right,
Here
Cloud?
we go.
Looks are what
Yeah,
people notice
it's
first.
difficult, but I
Guess I'm
think
not
like
on the same
7,000
page as
people on True Trophies have already done
I'd
it.
say you're not even reading the same
Have you
book.
played
Enough.
any of
We're done
the
here.
Final
Or
Fantasy
even
VII
the same.
throughout
Give it a
the
rest.
years? Its compilation or any of those? And how's your night going? Oh, you've never played any of them before. It's one of my
Come
all-time
on,
favorite.
nobody do something this
games,
crazy just for money.
from a story
They
standpoint.
may not think you're a true
Going
believer,
well?
but you know what I
Glad
think?
to hear your
interested.
Sunday is going well. Hopefully your Monday goes well too. I know Mondays are always rough for some people.
Wedge.
All of your FF7 has been watching people play. Have you seen all the, like, a full playthrough of the story yet?
You better be worth the money, Merc.
Didn't
Every
switch
last
COD on
kill.
PC to use the controller. You died very quickly. I think I told you, Eternal, I'm not, or, if I was to play on PC, I would just use the Xbox controller.
Get him, boy!
No more playing nice.
You're out of time!
Does it not have... Weird, it didn't do the assessment guard dogs, I guess.
Let's do this.
So the thing I got from doing the hard, have you seen a full playthrough of, it's been a hot minute, you notice the limit break is automatically active. So the thing that I got from beating the hardest bosses in the game on hard difficulty was a piece of equipment that automatically gives me limit break, which is like a major attack.
Hey!
Looks like you're next.
And then it refills a lot faster too. It's kind of overpowered, but it's necessary for
Let's go.
this playthrough.
Hey, Cloud! Elevator's over there! Catch up soon!
Whatever works, yeah. Well, all of the hard mode guides I saw said you definitely want to make sure you have it, and it just required doing all these extra boss battles later in the game. It took me 2 tries earlier this afternoon to do it, because I got wiped on one of them.
This way. Huh. Not so fast. We've got company.
This'll be quick. Goes all out.
And now, how do you like this?
Let's finish this. That's that.
There.
Not bad.
So if you look here, I can't do spells. I can't do items. Or I can't do items basically to recover any of my health.
There's one! Get him!
Let's go.
It also helps that I've got my armor set up for elemental damage with fire, or not my armor, but my sword. So it deals fire damage, which these human enemies are weak to. And you can only unlock hard mode after you play through the regular campaign, so it
Soldiers may attack on command,
gives you the
but I
chance
hear
to
they make
level
good
up.
guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
I forget who said it earlier in somebody's chat, but Taylor, today's your 7-year anniversary with the Navy. So congratulations and thank you so much for your service.
Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon.
In 3, 2... Damn, I'm good.
Who's there? Door! Well, wait! It's over!
That's my line. No more playing nice.
I'm happy to support. My grandfather
That's that.
served in the military during World War II, and a lot of my friends have served. I have other family members that served, so I have a lot of love for the armed services and
Let's move.
a lot of support and
Just what to say.
good wishes to all of you guys and gals out there.
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? And we're good.
Careful in there. I got this place covered.
High speed, you're watching Lady Gaga videos and not playing your Fast and the Furious Xbox 360 game? If I look here... Okay, still hasn't added Barrett to my squad yet.
Oh, so, hello, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
Just take a break. Game is just that good, you have to take a break.
Are you ignoring me?
Tifa and I...
Can't believe the disc worked.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life. Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer.
Heidegger is voiced
sole purpose is to drain the planet dry while you
John
sleep,
DiMaggio,
while
the guy
you
who
eat,
does the
while
voice
you
of Bender,
sit.
among
It's here
so many
sucking
other
up Mako.
voice acting roles.
It doesn't rest and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do!
Get help.
Cloud is such a dick in this game. Which is funny considering, like, in the original, he didn't talk at all in the original game.
Save
or
the screaming
have dialogue.
for later.
And that's kind of the case with a lot of the Final Fantasy protagonists before Final Fantasy X.
Our lives are on the line now. You listening, Merc? One false move. And that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the
grunts.
fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach. Just bear with him for me, would you?
Yeah.
Should have asked for more money.
Actually, I think in Final Fantasy IX, it's been like over 15 years since I played that. I think the main character in that is a lot more friendly and outgoing. Cloud in VII, and
Go all out. Keep it together.
These 10
Squall
cans
in
ain't got
8,
nothing on me.
especially Squall in Final Fantasy VIII, is
Now
super
for the real show.
reserved and angsty. It's kind of funny because in first Kingdom Hearts game, they got David Boreanaz to do the voice for him.
Ain't no thing.
Don't forget to aim.
Oh yeah? How about I aim for your head?
Enough. Deal with that.
Yeah, I'll do it.
The camera in this first section is terrible. Which I knew going into it just because of in the demo, this is the first area you play. but it really gets bad in this area just because of the way you're climbing up this tower.
No time to celebrate.
Sure there is.
Alright, I'm headed this way, I think. It twisted around pretty easily. No, it's this way. Need to see what the new Fast and Furious game comes out like. From what I saw, the trailer of that one, it looked kinda
Look what
yikes.
we have here.
A laser security system. Great.
Those things will hurt more than your pride if you're careless. They'll cut you down to size and then some. But I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
Yeah. Figure out the timing of the lasers. Then, make a move when they cycle off.
Exactly. I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood pumping.
Hey!
Just keep those baby blues of yours on me. Oh, he's a natural.
There's any...
Not too shabby.
That was almost bad.
You're doing good, soldier.
Alright.
Okay, let's see what's up next. And it's more of the same. Come on then.
It's reminding me of,
You okay?
the,
Pretty easy, right?
Pyramidion strike in, Destiny 2. Has similar section.
Just relax. Keep your cool. Phew.
Right, that was messier than it needed to be.
And we're almost at our objective. Look. They don't call those things
You
sweepers
remember
for nothing.
which part?
They can wipe out a whole squad in
Oh, the
seconds.
Pyramidion?
Not
Did
if
you
wipe
play a lot of
the floor
Destiny
within
2?
first.
Ha! We can take this hunk of junk.
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in,
Yeah, I
we
used to
die.
as well, and
Is
then
that right?
they've made a
Need to hit
lot
with
of
magic.
choices.
That
over
should
the
give us an
past,
opening.
well, I guess 9 months at this point. I was not a fan of it, so I have not
Hey,
played it
stop moving.
much
Let's
at
pin
all.
it down. Give it all you've got.
Well, I mean, I haven't touched it like since February. But I really,
had to get back
I
up.
had gone like
We knock
2,000
it down
hours
again.
into that game.
No
and
time to complain. It's on you.
it was just,
Guess it's my turn.
I made so many poor choices.
Oh, you in trouble now.
Turned me
Now's
away
our
from it.
chance. Go.
If you
Don't
know
need to tell me twice.
Corrupted,
I'm gonna enjoy
Corrupted
this.
Artemis, he and I used to play a lot together. He quit for a while, and then he got back into it. He's playing it on PC now, but I haven't gone back to it, which
20-something?
First.
I kind of needed to
Soldier
step away
first
from it
class.
just because I
Doesn't
sunk
go
so
with
much
you
time
twice.
into it,
The hell you
and
talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank.
got
Though for all I know,
got
a
over it,
soldier's
I
rank
guess.
could be the
Best way to
same as
put
his
it.
age.
What character class did you play?
Guess that make you
I was
a
a
one-year-old,
warlock
huh?
main.
Live and learn.
You're a hunter. Yeah, I had all 3 classes maxed out just from having all the gear, but
That's our target,
Hunter
the reactor core.
was the one I used
Gotta
the
set
least.
the bomb at the bottom.
Did Titan all the way through Destiny 1.
Let's get down there.
And
God damn. I can practically taste them here.
I was so used to doing Titan, I was just running in and blasting everything, you know, or smashing everything, and then from let's see, I'm gonna give him a heal. Thought about Titan, but then lost the desire to play. Yeah. I played so much during the summer right before Forsaken, and then all of year 2 during Forsaken. I was like, it was the one game I played nonstop, pretty much. But yeah, then they made some really dumb choices.
heart's pounding like a
Good hunter through all of Destiny
Scared,
1.
huh? More like excited. I've been dreaming about this for years.
Like, part of me, like, kind of, I play kind of like the hunter with the more cautious, stealthy kind of way in other games. But I definitely, for most shooters, most of the time, I'm a little more like a Titan and just go in and blast everything. Generally stick to your type.
It's over.
I know some people who can like balance between different kinds. I never really got the desire to play. I was just so comfortable with my playstyle and my loadouts, and I think that's my yeah, run in and gun. That's how I am in most shooters.
To the planet's core.
No, the pump would suck us back up.
Definitely didn't like when they were making the changes of they're going to retire certain weapons and gear that you can't use.
That's that.
I mean, I spent all this time developing a playstyle that worked for me and I was really good at, and and I worked hard to unlock some of those weapons and gear, and it's just frustrating that they changed it that much.
Nothing to it.
Say, oh, we're just going to retire this and then give you all this new terrible gear to choose from. But, see, I'm glad you agree, not just because, I mean, I like to feel validated in my opinions. I think so many people were just like fine with them making those big changes without getting any community input. And for a game that big that has such a dedicated fan base, you would think they would try to ask so many people.
All right, let's see if little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds. Go on, do the honors. Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Then do the damn job!
Yeah, planned obsolescence is the best way to put it. I mean, we already have to deal with that with cell phones and other technology. Why should we have to do it for something that we put some, you know, dozens of hours into, hundreds of hours into?
What's wrong?
I'm fine. What about the timer?
Your call, Merc.
Okay, and originally it's 30 minutes.
Pretty cocky,
you have the
ain't
choice
you?
to do, but I guess in hard mode they dump it down to 20.
You double-crossing!
Heads up!
What in the hell? Hey! How the hell do we fight this thing?
It's got reinforced armor plating, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
Huh. No other option, huh? I'm counting on you.
Keep it together.
Guess it's my turn. The hell is this?
A target lock. Look out.
You got this.
Taking over.
Enough of that.
Sloppy. Gotta heal up.
Right. Watch and learn.
What do you mostly play now, Sailor?
We barely
Gale
scratched the
on
damn
Destiny like
thing.
me.
Didn't I tell you to use magic?
Thought you were full of shit.
Think whatever you want. Just do it.
Hell yeah! You see the damage that did?
Keep it up. barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius?
It's my time to shine.
Or go down in flames. Whatever.
If we don't change it up soon, this thing's gonna kill us both.
Less talking, more shooting.
How about less lip from you? God damn it! This thing is tough!
It wouldn't be much of a weapon if it went down easy.
Don't compliment the
Between
giant scorpion!
COD and Siege, I used to play a whole lot of Siege. I mean, that was before I got back into Destiny. I was pretty much non-stop Siege as my online PvP. How is it now? It's probably been about 2 years by now that I haven't played it.
Damn pain in the ass!
Team Fury. Oh, it's not bad.
There's
I
no
know
point trying to
there
run.
were parts of it that was
Damn
so awful and toxic.
There! Attack it from the rear!
Alright, soldier boy, show me what you got.
Do you have a favorite operator? You can meet everyone or just the enemy team.
Don't overdo it.
Yeah, there was just like, just remember, if you didn't go in with your regular crew of people, you would just get hit with
You ain't stopping us!
team killing a lot of the time. You chose somebody else's operator.
I'm counting on you!
Oh, reverse friendly fire to combat. So if you shoot somebody
Focus
else
and find a way.
that's on your team, it does the damage to you instead of them.
Keep it together.
Guess it's my turn! Huh? It didn't work?
Chris, thank you for the 4-month resub. Congratulations again. Guys, if you don't know, Chris hit 1 million gamer score the other day, or the world's first 1000K. He did it by playing
I'm putting an end to this shit!
My Unicorn Princess, which he had a hell of a time getting My Unicorn Princess. He ordered a copy from the UK, which was 3 months late, and then he ordered he got a copy sent to him by Brown Man, Ray, if you know Brown Man, which pretty much everybody else does.
You ain't stopping us!
He got it from Ray, and it wasn't working for whatever reason.
You're up!
My turn. Don't just fight. Adapt. That didn't work either.
Let's see if doing this will drop his shield. Yep, that did it. That
That's
pressured
it.
him. Let's see.
Think it through.
Yeah. So I mean, they weren't making the million gamer score easy on you. That's for sure.
Deal with that.
Alright! Watch and learn! I'm putting an end to this shit!
Abilities, skills. Kira. I'm gonna swap back to probably do chakra for him. McGee, how's it going, sir? Yeah, I remember you were going to do it for the 900,000, but I think it worked out great for the
Watch
million.
the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Huh?
What was the achievement you hit it with? It was
Don't get
called
hit.
Trash Collector.
Take cover behind that debris. Calling lightning. Heal up and regroup. Now, go! Don't overdo it.
Need my help, do you? Give them hell!
Let's do this. Gotta memorize the attack patterns.
This is actually going a lot smoother than the regular playthrough, knock on wood. Probably because I knew what kind of
Find an opening
for it. Yes, new sub badges went live middle of the night last night, courtesy of Eternal. She is amazing. She's done all the emotes and the sub badges for this channel, and she's just an amazing person. She is a beacon of joy.
Then take cover
If
already.
you ever need emote or any artwork done, graphic design done, please consider giving her your business. She has incredible rates, and she is insanely talented.
Keep it together.
About damn time!
Strike now, before it fires again.
There's a way you can disable the world's first badge, Chris. If you go to your Twitch settings and then under, I think, security, for whatever reason, it's under security, you can switch off your founder's badges and just have the other ones. Let's see.
Been a while since I had to go all out.
Let's Kira, and then
I'm counting on you.
Chris, you were there when in Kiz's chat when
Auto repair unit. Damn
I
it.
said
We gotta take it out quick or we're screwed.
Steve was the one who delivered the final blow on the boss battles.
It's on you.
All right, watch and learn.
Buzz off.
When I get my chance, I'm gonna blow this bastard the hell up, and that's a promise.
Taking over. Gotta time our attacks just right. Hold out until you spot an opening.
The only way to end the boss battle, yeah.
The ball.
I was so relieved.
Until detonation.
So relieved when I got through. Funny, the fourth of the 5 battles is the hardest one in the game, and then the 5th is supposedly the second hardest in the game, but it was not hard at all.
Damn thing showed you how it's done.
All the other ones before.
Come on, we've gotta move.
I'm so glad I never have to do those again.
Where should be covering our way out? Go, go, go!
Like how Barrett's become a ghost and I'm like running up his butt. Let's see, recover my magic here. The sword is called the Twin Stinger. It is like the best one, and well, I wouldn't say the best one. It's the last one you get, and it's supposedly one of the best weapons in the game. However, you have all of the skill points from doing all the optional boss battles on hard. You can upgrade the Buster Sword, his original sword, and it'll apparently be better than this one.
Was never in doubt.
All right. You cannot use potions in combat, actually, in hard mode. You can't use any items at all.
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you?
Which is what makes it hard. So you
My
can
hero.
still collect
Hey! We'll
potions.
link up over there! Look after Jesse!
You can still collect them in the hard playthrough,
Come this way.
but you can't use
This
them.
route should lead us straight to Barrett.
So
Probably.
it's kind of funny. But I mean, you could sell them for money, basically, is what you can do.
I think I
I
see an
didn't.
exit.
I didn't even really use them all that much in the regular playthrough either. So I just relied on using my magic. Yeah, it's all pretty useless.
Don't look back. Let's go, let's go, let's go! We're running out of time!
Shut up and climb. You're not helping.
Sorry, it keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
He's so awful to Jessie. It's such a shame. But she's like one of the nicest characters in the game.
Barrett!
I've got you covered! Find us a way out of here!
But then...
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
X, Soldier Boy.
They're here! Take them down!
We don't have time for this shit! The clock's ticking!
Chakra.
Cool it. 5 seconds is all we need.
You got this!
My turn. That's that. Don't overdo it.
Need my help, do you? Get your ass out of here! Let's go. The others are waiting.
Let me put Barrett's back to Chakra. Yeah, so I didn't use Chakra at all during the regular playthrough, but to do the hard playthrough, in order to not use as much magic, you can use this. It doesn't heal as much as otherwise
Gotta get the
you
hell
would,
out of here.
but
ASAP.
it's just, you don't have to worry about wasting the magic points for the MP.
You got that right. Take the lead.
Yeah, I'll do it. You're up.
Taking over. Let's do this. Nothing to it.
Probably not anything I need at all, but might as well since I'm here. Yeah. So Ether normally would recover your magic for you, but not in hard mode.
Time to get serious. Don't overdo it.
Guess it's my turn. I'm counting
Let's
on
do
you.
this.
Heads up. We got a whole lot of company.
No shit.
Yeah, I'll suck. Give them hell.
Hang back.
How'd you
I
like
need a
that?
hot
And there you have it.
chakra for Cloud as well. But hold on, I just remembered I didn't see when he said operator. Kelly, thank you so much for the follow. It's great to have you come by. For your operators, you like 2 speeds, but you'll play pretty much anybody. So I played a lot of Fuse. Fuse for offense and Mira for defense. Kelly, thank you for the 200 bits. I appreciate it. I hope you are doing well.
See ya.
Ain't got nothing on me.
Out of my way.
I know you ain't talking to me.
Kelly, I know you are, you like a lot of anime. Have you played any of the Final Fantasies recently? Thought you were already fine, just got your computer set up again. I know you're having a lot of trouble with it. I'm glad it got worked out. Recently you've been rocking Bandit and Sledge. I don't really remember Bandit. It's been, like I said, it's been like 2 years. Minimum of 10 bits. Well, no. So that people wouldn't one-up each other by doing like Price is Writing it with 1 or 2 bits, you know?
Deal with that.
About damn time. Suck it.
Not bad.
Chris, for you, I will remove it after this stream. I will make it a 1-bit minimum. Is that okay with you? If I change it to a 1-bit minimum? You missed it growing up?
Sir.
Played 15 and the 13s. I played some of 15. I didn't really like it. 13s I hadn't played at all. If you have Game Pass, Kelly, Final Fantasy IX was added to it a couple weeks ago. So that is a lot of people say they like it more than 7. I know 7, 8, and 9 are also, or 7 and 8 are also going to get added to Game Pass soon too. Oh yes, thank you, Chris. You can get a good deal on Game Pass by using Macca's affiliate link. Yeah, I picked up 7, 8, and 9 on this. Or on Xbox. They were on sale a couple weeks ago, and I had the Bing rewards money for it.
We don't have a lot of time here. Pick up the pace, people.
There's definitely, I know.
Can you walk?
I've been having a lot of fun going back to 7
If
here.
I couldn't, believe
and
me,
I'm
you'd be the
excited
first to
relive
know.
that part of my
I'll
youth
take that
when
as a
life was
yes.
so much easier. Supporting Macca, what has that guy ever done besides being so much gamer score? Now he doesn't even make guides for Xbox anymore. He made
Okay,
guides
that
for
was
Final
pretty
Fantasy
cool.
7 on the PS4.
All right, come on.
He's a Sony pony now. But yeah, if you play a lot of Xbox, like so many of the people in here do, and if this is mostly for the people who are lurking who I don't know, definitely Game Pass is an amazing deal. Alright, completed chapter 1 on hard difficulty. Now 17 more to go.
Looks like we made it. And with nothing but a few scratches to show. Think you might have overdone it?
I followed the instructions to the letter.
Yeah, it is insane.
Maybe it triggered a reaction with the Mako?
Well, let's hope the city's still in one piece.
And I know they're basically trying to phase out games with gold by having Game Pass, and that's why they've been giving
After all that, it had better have.
some kind of
Anyway,
lame
let's get
games
going.
with gold
We in
titles.
Sector 8?
That'd be just down there.
All right then, lead the
But,
way.
it's an amazing deal.
You got it.
Excited for Minecraft Dungeons, already pre-downloaded thanks to Game Pass. Yes, I have that downloaded as well. I'm going to check
Watch
it
out
out
for live
on
wires. They're everywhere.
Tuesday. I never really got into regular Minecraft. I did it like a year ago.
In here reeks.
I
Can't wait to
played
get
a
out in
lot
the
of it with
open.
Shiz, because he had like achievement worlds and everything.
Man, what is that? I've never smelled anything so foul.
But it looked
It's
cool
me.
from what I've seen of
Gotta
it.
do something about that, and soon.
Feel like my retail cops. Yeah, there's like my PS4 games. Since I'm getting the exclusives,
that one
I
in my
mostly get the
guts.
collector's edition,
You
so
just
I have
keep
the
on coming.
physical copies of
We need to
those.
get out of this place.
Was it
So
the
like for
Mako
this,
density? The primary
for
explosive? The
Death
blasting
Stranding,
agent?
Hey, we can
Last of
figure
Us
that
Part
out
2.
later.
I'm running on empty here.
But I
You can
am
refuel
liking
at the base.
the move to digital.
Next time I'll have to bring a
It
little
makes it
pick-me-up.
easier, and you don't have to worry as much about
How much farther do we have to go?
shipping,
Not
and
far.
especially nowadays, you can just, if you want to get a game, you can just buy it digitally, and now you don't have to worry about
That's about as
having
good
it
a place
delivered
as
and
any.
stuff.
Stand back then. I'll set the bomb.
Can't
Play
wait to
Diablo
see you,
3 when you
Marlene.
can link up your
Can't
schedule
wait
with
to
Love
take a
Dungeon
hot
Crawlers.
shower.
When I was in high school, like everybody I in my friends group
She's good
played
to
Diablo
go.
2, and I wasn't a PC person, so I had not played it.
Fire in the hole!
Yeah, I can't imagine with
Doors.
Let that be a lesson to anything
trying to
that
balance
gets
your
in my
your
way.
schedule of if you've got friends from the military all over the world.
Attention all citizens. Attention all citizens.
Honestly,
This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency
I love so
Operations
much to
Center.
have
Unidentified
people
intruders
at
have detonated a bomb
all over the
inside
world at this
Mako
point
Reactor 1.
that I know through gaming that
Multiple explosions have been confirmed.
no matter
as well
when
as
my sleep
ongoing fires.
schedule, my messed up sleep
In
schedule is,
response,
I can
a
still
disaster warning has been issued in sectors
can still
1
be online
and
with
8.
somebody.
Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse, rendering the entire sector
There's always
hazardous.
someone, yeah. Or like DDA works nights, so he's awake in the middle of the night. So last night we did DayZ
This couldn't have been us. Could
together. The most of the time when we co-op, it's when he's home
What's
and
done
it's
is
overnight.
done.
Merc's right.
But I have so much trouble sleeping at night now
It
that
ain't pretty, but we
glad I
can't
can at
stop
least have
now.
some people to
This was just the
play with,
first reactor,
you know,
and the
in the middle
planet
of the
won't
night.
be safe till we get the rest.
Yeah. We always knew this was gonna get messy.
And this is only the beginning.
Oh, and Biggs is voiced by
Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture.
same guy
here.
who does Devrim
Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without
in
sacrifice.
Destiny 2.
Though you may not be crying out, I know you're in pain, just like the planet. But it's okay, cause I'm here for you, to help take the load off your shoulders. Your fears, your worries, your concerns, and yes, your fees. Whatever your problem, I got you.
So, what's our next move, boss?
That's easy enough.
The Citizens Tower
We
all day,
get our
yeah.
asses home.
Chris, still remember whenever somebody would say Toland and you would just like lose it on Toland during Destiny 2. I'm gonna run the bathroom real quick since we're at the beginning of chapter 2, and I'll be right back. Toland, don't get you started. All right, I'm gonna give you some time to cool down. You can just think about Tifa for now. I'll be back in just a moment. Yeah, thinking about all the respect that he can give Tifa. You kind of know guys' brains, not to brag. Yeah, Kelly, during my my regular mode playthrough of this, Tifa kind of unofficially became the waifu of chat.
I'd like my money now.
So when I opened up, or when I unlocked the third emote slot, I was like, okay, I need to get a Tifa emote.
I don't need to tell you what this is, right?
Of course not. It's healing materia.
You can have it, for saving my life.
Just doing my job, nothing more.
Yeah. Fact is, I'm lucky you were there.
Survival can be a matter of luck or skill. And you can't rely on luck.
Words to live by.
Yeah, well, thanks.
You do know how to use it, right?
You do know what I was, right?
Okay, I was only trying to help. Oh, before I forget, here's a little something extra for being so brave. That really was the ride of a lifetime. Well, see you on the train.
Respected waifu for all of her respectful assets, I get it. I honestly love Tifa, I love Aerith. Jessie really wasn't much of a character in the original, but in the remake, they've given her and the other two characters, Biggs and Wedge, they've fleshed out their personalities so much more. So many of the characters in this game are fantastic.
This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency
We'll never
Operations
catch our
Center.
train now.
Cloud!
Up here! Look up! I said look up! Careful up here. This could collapse at any moment. If you want up, you'll have to use those stairs.
In response, a disaster.
Remember seeing it on Twitter? Yeah. I had this idea in my mind of what I wanted for the emote, and I told Eternal, and I was trying to verbalize it as best as possible, so she put up with a lot of me describing stuff terribly in order to make it.
Station's intact.
And then same with the loyalty badge I just went live last night.
What the?
I was originally gonna do, my idea for the loyalty badges was to be a different Bond actor, starting with like the base level being George Lazenby, and then moving up to Daniel Craig as for the 1 year subscriber badge. But it just wasn't going to be feasible.
He couldn't be. But then...
So the nice thing about going through it a second time for the playthrough is there's so much stuff that I read and listened to earlier, like podcasts, especially Maximilian Dude, who Kai and Shiz are really into his videos, of all the theories and stuff about the game, and then how these things are like hinted out throughout the whole playthrough. So it's nice going back now on the second way through with a lot of stuff in mind. It sounded cool though. Yeah, it wasn't gonna work for the 18 pixel sized little baby ones for the head to look different enough for the different actors. Then Eternal worked her magic with the gun barrel thing, and the silhouette, and I love how it turned out. It's different from how I imagined it when I told her, but she's really good at taking what you tell her and taking your dumb ideas and making them amazing.
You're
so
dead.
I am.
I killed you with my own...
Oh, you need not remind me. It was the crowning moment of our time together. But that was then, and this is now. I have a favor to ask. Our beloved planet is dying. Slowly. Silently. Painfully. Can you bear to see the planet suffer? Cloud.
Mom.
Were the planet to die, so many things would be lost. Your hometown that burns so bright. The sound of her voice, pleading for me to spare you. The shiver of her flesh, yielding to cold steel. That which binds us together would be no more, and I would be loath to live in such a world, which is why I must ask you this one favor. Don't worry, it's a simple thing. Run, Cloud. Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
You bastard! Yeah!
Good, Cloud. Very good. Hold on to that hatred.
If you want to use Eternal's amazing emotes on Discord, there is a sub-only Discord there. You can follow the link to.
I'm seeing things. Fumes from all the Mako, maybe.
Join it to chat in there, or
All
you can
right.
join it to
You got
use
this.
emotes. It's up to you. If you're a sub, you've earned the right to choose. If you're not a sub, I appreciate you being here anyway. I'm not one of those people that freaks out about freeloaders or
You are advised to vacate
whatever.
the area immediately. The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are at risk. It is not safe to remain indoors. Please leave your residences at once. I repeat. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center.
Kelly, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate it. It wasn't a hint for people to sub, but I appreciate it.
You are advised to vacate the area
Man,
immediately.
what a mess.
The
I'm
explosions
not
at the
bullying you,
reactor
I
have
swear.
caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are at risk. It is not safe to remain indoors. Please leave your residences
There's so many of these
I repeat.
there's so many of these streamers that are super entitled and rude. And it's just such a toxic way to interact with the community. You're just logging into your PayPal while I was talking about it. Well, I guess that's good timing. Well, there was please feel no obligation to sub. I'm glad you got you're getting your PC back to normal and that you're back around. 'Cause I've missed having you on
Fire
Twitch.
won't spread this far, will it? Good.
Don't let the intruder escape.
The There's that girl who was like, if you don't have $5 to sub to your favorite streamer, you don't have time to be on Twitch. You should get a job. How can you not sub when you eat every day? $20 can buy a full meal. That can also buy 4 subs. Yeah, there's so many bad parts of Twitch, and it ruins it for all the amazing people like Shiz and Kai and Light and Brown Man and Patrick. You know, all the great people who have created these communities where I get to meet you guys, and
here, this is for you.
Huh?
It's just a
flower.
It's just a shame
That's
there's
right.
so many
It's a
awful
gift.
people on the platform.
You know, for scaring those things away.
What things?
Never mind. Think of it as a memento.
Just my luck.
I heard that, you know.
How much?
Well, that depends on the customer. In your case, it's on the house.
Huh?
Lovers used to give these when they were reunited.
Look, I'm involved in things. Dangerous things.
Oh, I'm sure you are. So?
So keep your distance.
Wait, you think someone's out to get you? Is that what you're all worked up about?
Just be rich for it.
Relax. No one's going to attack you. I promise.
Hey, a Mako reactor just blew. You shouldn't be out here trying to sell.
Help me!
Yeah, Aerith is, she's got such a great sense of humor in this and just fleshed out. I mean, I loved her as a character in the original, but it's just the performance in this is so great.
What are they?
Haven't seen any of this game. It is, there's some parts that are very, very, very different from the original. Younger people are funny. I remember seeing a young person chat talking about how easy it is to not go into debt. You just have to pay your bills. It's not as simple as that for a lot of people, unfortunately. And I've got coworkers who've been teaching for
Nice meeting you.
20-something years, and they're still kind of living paycheck to paycheck because of they put them, they went into debt.
Right now.
And I mean, it's just everyone's got a different situation.
Going all out.
Simple pay bills give streamers $5. Actually, no, I'm not going to blow that now. You kid your real gamer card.
That it?
A lot of people are not familiar with Final Fantasy VII. Like, I know Shiz has said that he has no interest in it at all, even though I think a lot of it he would love because so much of this is similar to
I'll end this.
Yakuza. But and then there's games that I don't really have interest in, like Skyrim. I only got about 10 hours into it. It didn't do much for me. Same with the first Mass Effect game. Like, I don't get the appeal of Dark Souls or Souls-like games.
Let's do this.
This one, it takes me back to high school, and specific people in my life, and a specific time in my life.
All good.
This is an alert from Shinra Emergency Operations.
Still in.
FIFA unites everyone. Yeah, I think FIFA unites a lot of people.
Right.
The Final Fantasy series was like a big thing.
Nothing to it.
I got a PS2 in 2001, and it was my first Sony system, so I would go back and get the PlayStation 1 games that you could do backwards compatibility with. So I got super into this series. I mean, I still have all those, and I pulled out the other day. I pulled out the old Prima strategy guides for 7, 8, and 9 because I still had those. And since I just got them on Xbox, the guides will still work for the port of it.
Going all out.
Yeah, it was these games, Perfect Dark, which I streamed on Friday for the 20th anniversary. The Tony Hawk games, which I'm so excited for. The remake, the remaster of those come out. Zelda, obviously. The first Devil May Cry. I miss those types of game guides. You don't miss paying for them, yeah. They were pretty expensive, but it was nice to have this guide that you could flip through. Definitely. So twisted around right now. But yeah, now everything's online. They don't really do that. And I mean, people are crowdsourcing, and then with YouTube, you've got game guides that make, videos that make things great. And,
the explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes
by Tony Hawk 4 Remaster 2. I didn't like 4 as much as I like 3. So, one of the first games I got was Tony Hawk 1 on PS1, obviously. Where am I even supposed to go? And then I never had 2. Then 3 I had, 4 I had, Underground I had, and I probably sunk the most time into Underground. Okay, I'm just gonna go this way. Skip Underground 2 for whatever reason, and then American Wasteland was the last one I got. Wish you were good at any type of skate game. I couldn't play the Crayola Kids scooter game, Crayola Scoot.
All clear.
Yeah, I'm excited to do. I'm excited to stream the Tony Hawk games because so much of them, or those games, were part of my adolescence in gaming.
Going in. Let's finish this.
Doggy, no.
That's that. That it?
Alright, while I'm thinking of it, let me hotkey chakra for him. Alright. Yeah, okay, then. That's that.
To access the train station, please take a detour and avoid the plaza near the expressway. Train services may
Oh, he ended the fight with that. Yeah, they got goofy things. He used in the original. He would spin his sword around it, and it would have this little theme song thing, and then that got changed now. So yeah.
Now you're in for it.
Box him in! There's nowhere to run!
You're done.
There is some weird, cringy dialogue in this. Aerith, especially during battle, has some goofy dialogue and terrible puns.
Target sighted. I repeat, target sighted. Target prep for immediate deployment.
Shit.
I repeat. This is another
All good.
emergency operation.
It's over.
Troopers on standby.
Still in it.
I repeat. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operation
You are clear to engage.
for the safety of Sector 8 residents.
Be advised.
That all you got?
Throughout the area.
That's enough! Gotcha!
Prompt compliance with officers' instructions and advice. I repeat.
Going in.
Shinra Emergency Operation Center. For the safety of Sector 8 residents.
Not good enough.
Has been moved around Fountain Plaza.
All good.
Blockades have been erected.
Would you believe me if I told you I didn't know about the
Let's do
hotkey thing, the shortcut keys, until like chapter 16 or 17 in my first playthrough? It makes life so much easier. You don't have to go through so many menus.
Converge and provide immediate support.
The things you use the most.
Target still mobile. Support. Proceed to rally point at the station.
But the rooftops look clear.
I hate the feeling of learning things late in the game. Yeah, things that make things so much easier. I didn't want to watch any of the videos or
Fire! Shoot to kill!
aside from like, so I watched Macca's video guides
Call.
for this because I know he doesn't spoil stuff in his guides. That can't be said for a lot of other people on YouTube, unfortunately. So I avoided as much as possible of other people's
It's all or nothing now.
content, and I just used Macca's videos, and I used can't heal there. PowerPix has a roadmap as well that I used.
Don't underestimate him.
I'll end this. Not bad.
I see him!
Going all out. It's over. Enough. Was never in doubt.
Confirmed. Target has entered residential area. Full lockdown is in effect. All units.
No more dying.
Now!
Emergency Operation
Not bad.
in the vicinity.
Let me know if the sound is goofy or anything like that. I know combat can sometimes get loud. It should still be balanced like at it for the first playthrough.
That it? I'll end this.
He stopped to use those and he got distracted.
Calling fire.
He's here! Can't take me! Damn it!
So, funny thing about that, it was supposed to be an F-, but Twitch has this rule against,
Neutralizing!
has a rule against like single letters, so even though it was a letter and a minus sign, they rejected it. You know, I figured as a teacher it'd be funny to have an F thing playing the letter D. Yeah.
You'll be dead soon.
Gun set! Ready!
Still in it.
I'm just toying with this guy at this point. Wouldn't be the first time that the D ruined things, I'm sure.
An announcement will be made when the lockdown has been lifted. I repeat.
No, wrong way. See, I wish it kept the little dots from where you walk. So many lives, even, yeah.
Enemy combatant, you have been warned. Surrender yourself to public security
No more
immediately.
playing.
You have nowhere to run.
I'll finish you.
Time to burn. Let's finish this.
Yeah.
Here, go.
They're mostly bad with Cloud. Most of
You
the time,
deserve to die.
you can just take them out with spells, but since my magic usage is going to be a lot more carefully managed in this playthrough, it's going to be more of a pain. It's more of a pain in the ass than it needs to be. Nope. Not clean. Not running away.
Knock it a butt.
I don't remember the dog being
Let's do
difficult the
this.
first time around.
That's that. All good. Right.
I'll just use this on that guy.
I'll show you.
Oh, I need to update the name
Let's
of the
go.
stream to Chapter 2. As we're almost done with Chapter 2. Obviously. There we go. That's that. Guess he saves that one for the dogs, yeah. I don't know if you heard earlier when we were talking, when I was talking about it, Kelly. With Cloud, didn't really say much of anything in the original PS1 game. With silent protagonist, like so many game characters back then were silent protagonists. So like Gordon Freeman, obviously, Master Chief barely talked. So Cloud and then Squall and Final Fantasy VIII didn't talk much at all. So there's definitely a lot more personality here.
End of the line, punk.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Now you're in for it. It's over.
Well, and yeah, it is kind of weird when so much of it is that they're like a insert for the player character. I mean, for the player themselves.
See ya.
And I think for role-playing games, that even more so.
All good.
Alright. I'm not going to mess around with these shield bros. See, magic while I have it.
Ready when you are.
Burn.
your worst.
Right.
Eat this.
Whatever.
live for this. Eat your hot shit.
Interrupted and slowed.
You got
See, I'm definitely having to play a whole lot more defensively this time around.
All good.
so long. Try me.
Time to burn.
That like barely ticks him.
Do your worst.
I can bop him with this now.
Now.
Scratch.
It's definitely
Let's finish this.
having the Rotterdammerung, or however you pronounce the name of it, is definitely making this
HQ, this is
OP
Sector 8, Unit 2.
playthrough
Target
for
is surrounded.
Cloud.
Moving to secure.
But considering it limits me on magic, it's nice to have the limit break. The achievements pain in this, some of them
Guess
are.
Cloud won't be joining us after
Well, I
all.
mean, the achievements
No
when it
need
comes
to
out on
assume the
Xbox next year
worst.
and
Sure is
trophies
fine.
now.
You saw
Some of
him
them
in
are,
action,
some of
didn't
them
you?
are not.
Guy's a soldier. Goddamn one-man army.
Enter the Gungeons kicking
You
your
think
butt.
he's a keeper?
You are a much more patient person than I am if you're playing that game. The guru of that game that I would talk to, Taylor, if you have questions about it, is Shiz, because he's got hundreds of hours in that game, and it was for a while it was like all he streamed. So he knows that game inside and out.
Giving public security.
And Brown Man as well.
That's what. Had to
But
draw them
he's
away
just
from the
good at
station
everything.
somehow.
But
Nicely done.
Shiz has played Gungeon.
Well,
I
can't
think
argue with
Taylor
results,
Taylor
huh?
is relatively new to Shiz's stream, so not everyone knows.
Wait.
No,
Got a
not
question
everyone
for you
knows
all.
the misery of us watching
Ever been
Gungeon for like
attacked
a
by an
month straight.
invisible enemy?
What?
Wearing robes. Came and went like the wind.
Thought they were invisible.
They were, at first. Only saw them after she grabbed me.
A new Shinra weapon, maybe?
More like a panic-induced hallucination.
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Suit yourself. Come on, let's move up.
I mean, hard playthrough is probably going to be the most difficult part of the whole game, just because it's so time-consuming.
A
Ellie,
lot of people here.
And in the freight car,
for
too.
that
Because of the
for that trophy
evacuation
/
order?
achievement,
Lucky us. We've got a crowd to hide in.
but
Head for the front of the train and hold there.
there's a couple that are difficult, especially some of the secret boss battles you have to do, which are optional, but there's trophies for them and achievements for them, and they can only be done on hard mode, so those suck. There's a couple other things that are pretty terrible.
Okay.
Oh hey, she shows up later in the game. I didn't know she was shown this early on. There's this one for
Why don't you learn to take
Tifa's
a hit,
push-up
buddy?
challenges or
You're,
bullet challenges, which
Holding
are
up pretty
miserable.
well, huh?
You see, my
Even
daughter
after what we
Malcolm's
saw
in
at the
Sector
station
8,
and all over
so-
Sector 8?
I'm a soldier.
Wow. My hands are still shaking.
The
You get used to it.
nothing's
Something to look
missable
forward
because
to.
there's chapter select once you
maybe
finish
not.
the game. So even though it's more linear and it's not open world like the original was, there's nothing missable
now
here.
lives in Sector 8, so...
Should have never gotten out of bed this morning. Just called in sick.
Little help, Cloud, please.
I'm sure
Taylor, are you used to playing roguelike titles?
Produced an explosion that big. It doesn't make any sense.
The explosion triggered a reaction with the Mako. You said so yourself.
That was my first guess, but shouldn't the reactor have fail-safes to prevent that kind of thing? You mentioned invisible enemies back there, right?
Right.
It's for me,
I'm just looking for excuses for something that was clearly
I like a challenge if it's fair and if I know what I'm getting into so that I can improve upon something. So having something where
you're a good listener.
the criteria for success changes or your ability for success changes based on RNG is really frustrating to me. And since I play games to just unwind from a very stressful job,
far as to bomb a reactor.
as I can imagine,
they've yet to announce
you like to unwind after.
I heard it was Avalanche's
doing work as well.
Really? Aren't they the terrorists who tried to kill the
I
president?
can't imagine doing
nothing they won't do. Hey, quit talking.
Doing those or like Souls-like games.
Everyone knows Avalanche only cares about saving the planet.
Just who do you think you are?
A law-abiding, concerned citizen.
All right, and as this plays, I'm gonna run to the bathroom again because I've been going through water like crazy today, as usual. Why design a good level when an algorithm can design one badly? Yeah, for sure.
Was a message to the bastards bleeding our planet dry. Think they got it? Heard it loud and clear? Y'all's masters?
We will not submit to intimidation or violence, but work together for peace and prosperity. That is how civilized people change the world.
That's right.
That is the Shinra Creed. Them's fighting words.
It's what we believe. We all have to follow our conscience, don't we?
We should go.
Right.
Picked up a game when you were on deployment called Dead Cells. Yeah.
I didn't hear anything. You gotta believe me.
That's one I haven't played. I think it's actually on Game Pass. But yeah, it's a lot.
You hear that suit? Shinra Creed my ass.
A lot like Dungeon.
Let's get this out of the way. Personally, I find visual aids make the dull stuff a lot more bearable. If it helps, think of it as an initiation rite.
How many times do I have to tell you people? I'm not...
There's such a thing as playing too hard to get. So, here we've got a wireframe model of the great city of Midgar, complete with massive steel plates suspended 300 meters above ground level. The top which stands a shining beacon of civilization. The whole system is sustained by the Mako reactors, which feed the insatiable appetites of the public.
The train will be passing through an ID checkpoint shortly.
This here is the train's route. As you can see, it'll take us around this main pillar. Look, we're about halfway through it now. They've set up a checkpoint here to scan the IDs of all passengers heading in and out. Date of birth, residential status, criminal history, all that and more is automatically cross-referenced in their databases. Public security wouldn't have it any other way.
Mountain should be fun for you.
Heads up. Don't worry, our IDs are impeccable. What'd I tell ya? Have a little faith. Won't be long till we reach the bottom. Relax.
Take a good look. It's because of that great big pizza in the sky that people down there gotta struggle to survive. Shinra sucks up Mako while the soil turns to dust, the air fills with smog, and the flowers die.
then leave and don't look back.
Yeah, oh my god, I just look over at
That's
chat.
what's always worked for
Another
me.
one of those copy paste.
Well, that's all well and good. If you're only out for yourself. But the folks down there don't have the luxury of choice, you know?
Although it kind of looks like when you said your cat was typing so much stuff on the keyboard.
Like this train, I suppose.
Is that like
There's only
lyrics
one
to
way
a
it can
song
go.
on SoundCloud from some terrible rapper? And that's the end of chapter 2. Chapter 3 is kind of a long one. So we'll get it started today, mostly because Chris is here, and chapter 3 is the first time that we see the woman of his dreams.
Still alive?
Over here!
Oh, you
guys!
Damn straight.
Daddy!
Oh, sweetheart.
So glad you're home.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
Goodness.
Knew it couldn't be that bad. No way.
It's really bad.
Hot damn, we are good!
Yes! Bombs detonated 1, members lost 0.
And one step closer to a brighter future.
Hell yeah!
Guys! Lower your voices, huh? People are listening.
Oh,
Right.
Now get some R&R. You've earned it. Just be ready for the next mission, all right? See you soon. At 7th Heaven. You know, where Tifa works. Don't keep her waiting. She'll worry.
Climb Mount Celestial if Tifo's waiting for you.
How about what?
Train service
I feel like it's been forever since I made something so stiff it knocked me out.
Actually, it's probably going to be quicker for chapter 3 than regular, since I'm skipping all the side quests in order to get the last of Tifa's dresses.
Huh. Mako is the lifeblood of the planet? Yeah, the hell it is. Goddamn eco-warriors with their dumbass posters. I tear them down and they're back up inside of an hour. Like I've got nothing better to do. I mean, look at all that steel work. You trying to tell me that's not progress? What
Jacqueline, is she
You
in
okay, buddy?
13?
Mako junkie, huh? Figures.
You again.
So those things, if you end up, if you're one of those people who wants to play the original before
from all the ash and sweat.
When I
playing
get
Remake,
back, it's refueling time.
And you, Jesse?
those things are
I don't
not
know.
in the
Figure
original.
out how I screwed up?
You're such a kidder.
Jacqueline knows what they call inch in my mind span. Oh. EDA, oof. That's an unequal yikes right there.
What the? That's where I work. No freaking way.
What do you know?
Alright, I'm gonna mute myself so that Tifa's intro video is not ruined.
Opening up my own shop, so I can look after my parents, you know?
Arlene.
Daddy, you're home!
That's right, Angel.
Welcome
am.
back.
Have you been a good girl?
Yeah, I've been helping Tifa.
Oh, you did you? Well, well.
You made it. Where'd you get that? I can't remember the last time I saw a real one. Huh? How sweet. When did you get so thoughtful?
Guy can change. Has been 5 years.
Huh?
I need to talk to Barrett.
Right. Come on in.
Daddy, the Mako place blew up. Everyone on TV's talking about it.
Rich lost.
Not all that silliness.
Brown band.
Daddy's here and he's not
Omega
going
wall.
anywhere tonight. Now turn that thing off and let's get you to bed, huh?
Do you mind keeping Marlene company until I'm done with this?
Me?
Yeah, you.
It's kind of like an Archie, Betty, and Veronica kind of thing, Kelly, with Tifa and Aerith.
Yeah, your money. Ask Tifa. She takes care.
To identify those involved. If you have any information pertaining to the identity of the perpetrators, please contact the nearest public security officer or security headquarters.
Hey! What the hell you think you're doing, scaring my daughter like that?
Daddy says never talk
Yeah,
to strangers.
it's pretty bad though.
That's right, honey.
It's
do
very
see
dirty
that.
for him
What
giving
a
the flower
good girl
away.
You are remembering Daddy's lessons. You know what else good girls do? They go to bed on time. Come on.
But I'm not tired. I want to talk some more, Daddy.
All right. But just this once.
So then, what can I get you?
My money. I'm still waiting on it.
Right. About that. We should talk outside.
Daddy? Did the people who died all return to the planet?
Of course.
Before we get on to money, there's an empty apartment in a place just down the road. It's nothing fancy, but I was thinking you could stay there for now. The landlady's a big friend of the cause, so you wouldn't even have to pay rent. Sound good?
Sure does. Thanks.
Follow me then. How was it up on the plate?
It was chaotic.
Sorry for dragging you into all this. It was wrong of me to put you in
In
danger.
what world does crop tops and
I
short
promise I won't
skirts
do
and
it
thigh
again.
highs win the
Dangerous
flower?
part of the job. Don't worry about me.
I'll try not
I
to.
guess in
Always happy to help stick it to
Japanese
Shinra.
fictional worlds.
At all.
So, you make nice with everyone?
Much as I could, all things considered. Maybe not enough for them.
Good. You had me worried. You're not exactly a people person.
I'll give you that.
I saw Sector 8 on the news. It was like a war zone.
The news is just another Shinra mouthpiece. They'll spread whatever
One of my
lies
friends
Shinra
said
tells
they
them
saw
to.
it burning.
So,
I thought reactors
it wasn't
were
that
safe.
bad?
It was.
Oh, right. And here we are. Good old Stargazer Heights. You're on the second floor. Room 201 here is where I sleep. Don't have time for much else, what with Seventh Heaven and all. Not even time to decorate.
She got you
Here's your
upstairs.
room, 202. Don't worry, I already told the landlady about you.
You did?
Yes? Oh, I mean, I told her I had a friend
Chris is that
looking for a
upset
place
he
to
could.
stay.
He has a PS4.
Was
He
that
can buy
too
the game
much?
for himself.
No. It's fine. And this?
That one's, know what? It's getting late. I'll introduce
Very
you tomorrow.
respectful. The typosis strikes again. A Tifa body pillow. I guarantee
It's a little
if
bare,
Square Enix
but should be enough
sold
to get you
that,
through the night.
they would make
If you
a
want
bajillion
anything
dollars.
else, we can always
There
get
is
it.
one thing. My money. You guys owe me 2,000, remember?
I do. And we'd love to settle up, especially since this was your first job
Mouse
for us.
pads.
But
Kind of like
that's it?
those
sorry,
the brown man
we
butt
spent the rest
mouse
preparing
pads.
for the mission. That really is it. But not for long. I'm collecting money for filters tomorrow, so I can pay you after.
And you're sure about that?
Of course,
Yeah,
as long as you help,
a whole lot
that
of
is.
fan service.
Wait, then I'd have to pay you for that too. Never mind.
No, 2,000's enough. That's what we agreed on, so that'll be the price. With what you gave me, that leaves 1,500.
You're the best. I'll see you bright and early at the bar then. Thanks again for everything. Sleep tight.
DOA like the fighting games? Check Twitter DM or not safe for work in the Discord. I'm nervous. Oh my god. There is a
Guess it's time for introductions.
there is a pillow cover for it. Oh my god.
Hey, you okay in there? Oh. Coming in.
There was a movie like 15 years ago based on the series. I don't think it was done by UB Bowl like all the other terrible game ones, but
Cloud, stop!
Get back inside! Get off me!
was that movie? I'm guessing the movie was not a
What are you
Best
doing,
Picture
Marco?
contender.
This is his apartment. He's got a few problems, but he's not a bad guy. The landlady asked me to check on him now and then to make sure he's okay. Can I ask you to do the same?
Sure.
DDA, the My Girl meme too is amazing. Talk about classic movies. Let me do a hard save too while we're here, rather than the auto save. Yeah, not much in terms of writing. I definitely think they knew what they're going for there. Although the first Mortal Kombat movie was actually pretty good, all things considered. What was the thing downstairs?
Well now, you must be Cloud.
Shout out to
I'm Marl,
to
your
Eternal.
landlady. So how'd you like the place? You from up on high?
I've been around.
I'll bet. No matter. All kinds come through with all kinds of reasons. If you ever need an ear to bend, I'll lend you mine. Can be about anything, even Tifa.
What's she to you?
The granddaughter I never had. And if you hurt her, I'll take it out of your hide. You hear me?
Loud and clear.
Good. Now you'd best get a move on to 7th Heaven. She's got a head start on you, and then some.
So, this game would be a 10 out of 10 for me, but you can't pet the dog. Oh, he had competition for a second. Yeah.
My husband decided to go to the station and see if it had gotten any better.
You'll see in this chapter there's quite a bit of that.
Everyone's worried they're gonna run out of money soon.
It's a sad day when people care more about what's in their wallet than what's happening on the planet.
Morning.
Hey.
Just so you know, Marlene's still asleep. Let's get down to business, shall we?
Huh?
These water filters won't replace themselves. Although the next batch probably could, if Jessie put her mind to it. Most every home in the area has one. Folks love them because they practically eliminate the rotten egg smell. Honestly, they make us more money than this place. And it's easy money, too. We bring new filters, collect the old ones, and get paid. What?
Give me a break. I'm not a salesman. I'm a soldier.
Which is why no one will refuse to pay. What do you say? Please?
Let's get this over with.
If
And
you
while
like
we're at
ladies
it,
wearing little
I'll
to
give you
no
the
clothes,
grand
the body
tour.
pillow you just put in the nuts, safe for the work, is right up your alley.
Go ahead and keep whatever we collect.
There's I'm
Seeing
sure
as you
there's some
didn't bring
lonely
any
gamers
luggage,
that
I'm
are
guessing
struggling
there's
through
stuff we need
quarantine
to
right
buy.
now.
Thanks.
We'll appreciate that.
And don't worry, we'll pay you the difference after. Barrett's out making his
11
rounds
viewers
too.
now? Jeez.
As long as I get it all today.
Appreciate you guys coming on a Sunday night.
All the items you could want, straight from the plate.
Hey there. Here to change out your water filter.
Sold out
Tifa,
already.
baby, how you doing? Been waiting for you to... Wait, who's he?
Cloud's in charge of collections. He'll take your money.
Sounds like a pretty sweet gig. If you ever need someone to fill in, I'm your man.
In your dreams, maybe.
Huh?
Cloud! Since we're here, maybe we should do a little shopping.
Pillow
Suppose
party,
I could take a look.
just invite Pillow Pants. So I don't need to buy any items because they're all useless to me. And I already have a bajillion of all of these.
Nothing to tickle your fancy? If you change your mind, you know where I am. That goes for you too, Tifa.
We'll see you around, okay? And let us know when your filter next needs changing.
Call them all tweens.
All the items you could want, straight from the plate. No matter your needs or your budget.
He's a regular. Stock up here and he might throw in a freebie or two.
For you, maybe.
Well, you could try being a little nicer.
To get free shit? Not my style.
Our next stop is Stargazer Heights. Landlady's a client.
Just met her.
Then you know what to
Imagine
expect.
buying the stock of the same
Remember,
pillow.
she's a good friend of Avalanche, so be nice. Please.
Oh yeah, that Coors Light commercial. Hey, I'm twins.
Apparently it was done by a terrorist group called
Hey, Marl. Got some filters for ya.
Tifa, my dear, dear girl. Oh, what's he doing here?
Working?
Be nice. Cloud's helping me with collections.
You better take care of her.
I'm pretty good at taking care of myself, you know.
That I do. Still, better him than you. No charm, no
My
wit.
favorite
big
commercial,
sword,
Kelly.
but no skills.
I've got skills.
Is that Boost Mobile
Be
one
nice.
from like
doing
15
my
years
best.
ago?
You're looking
With
awfully
the
glum.
guy singing
Are you getting enough
E40
sleep?
song
A good
in the
long rest
bathroom,
to cure
and he
anything,
just starts
I tell
going
you.
A tried and true
nuts
lesson for life on
rapping
the ground floor.
at
Am I
the
right?
mirror
That
at
you
the
are.
bathroom.
Now, your money.
Thanks, Marl. You take care of yourself.
Don't
and then
do
he gets
anything I
interrupted and
wouldn't do.
startled by this guy. It kills me every time. I need to find it and drop it in chat. DDA, do you know which one I'm talking about?
Marl's
The
great.
Boost Mobile
She
one?
helped get me set up back in the day.
You been here a while now?
If
5
you
years,
find the
give or
video and
take.
drop it in chat.
But never mind that. We've got to get you your money. Last stop is the weapons store.
Yes, that one. Oh, it was Amped Mobile? I think it was something mobile. Thank you.
Trains don't start moving.
Hey, if it isn't Tifa.
You here for the filter?
Hey! That last filter didn't do shit!
And that guy
We're
ended up
so
on,
sorry
I
about
think
that.
he was one of the
Hopefully
co-workers
this one will
in
work
the
better.
season 1 of Mr. Robot.
Save your excuses and
One of
get
the
out!
other guys that worked
All right.
at the internet place.
If you could just settle your bill, we'll be on our way.
The hell? You charging me for your busted-ass goods?
My associate handles payment disputes.
Think you can mosey up in here and have it your way?
Pretty please.
Thank you very much. Seeing as we're done with our rounds and you've got a small fortune now, why not take a gander at the weapons?
I already have all the best weapons
When will
in the
Barrett be
game.
back with the rest?
Before we open up tonight. It'll be a while yet, so... What do you want to do?
Don't really know.
In that case, I've got a suggestion. Want to hear it? If you're serious about becoming a merc, then you're going to need to start making connections. It's not what you know, but who you know?
Another lesson for
Juice
life
to
on
Hot
the ground
Import
floor.
Nights?
Yep.
No.
Connections get you jobs.
I never
Jobs
even
build
heard
your
of
rep.
Juice
And more
1,
rep
the movie.
gets you better connections.
Oh,
How do I
Juice.
start?
Is the first Juice
Why
the
not help out the
O.J. Simpson
neighborhood
prank
watch?
show?
They're mostly volunteers, but you'll get to know people.
Yeah, okay.
Didn't see anybody at the office, so let's head up top.
No better way to keep you and your family safe than with a weapon of your own. Come and check out our selection.
We gotta do.
Oh my god.
Huh. Didn't know you were holding down the fort.
Well, it reminds me of this
hey,
a
Cloud.
lyric by Nas.
Looking to join the neighborhood watch?
That depends. What does this
I think it's from the
neighborhood
song
watch
"Made
do?
You Look." He says, "Don't say my
Lots of
car's
stuff,
topless.
really.
Say the titties
Our
is
top
out."
priority is taking care of
Whenever
any
I see a
beasts that
convertible, I
wander
think
into
about
town.
that.
That, and teaching the locals how to defend themselves.
Like they say, the only one who will look out for you is you.
Cloud's a great fighter, but only we know that. If no one knows him, no one will hire him. Thought if he joined the watch, he could get his name out there.
That would work for
Now you'll
everybody.
think about that.
Truth be told,
I think it's
we could
I think
really
it's
use
the
your
song
help.
"Made You Look" by Nas.
We can't pay you in gil.
I could be wrong,
but we'll work something out.
My brain is a repository for
example,
classic
what about your
lyrics,
sword? I
random
could
song
mod it
lyrics.
for you.
No thanks. It's fine just the way it is.
What? You some kind of purist? I know I'd never pass up a chance to improve my gear. Come on. At least let me show you how it's done.
DDA, that the guy who voices Biggs is the guy who voices Devrim in Destiny 2.
All set? Needless to say, you'll have to try it out to appreciate the difference.
Thanks.
We'll do you one better. Spread the word to everyone who'll listen about the new merc in town.
Between him and Wedge, there isn't anyone they don't know.
I'll march through the streets singing your praises, even on an empty stomach.
So, where are these monsters?
Scrap Boulevard. Good hunting.
Hey, Cloud, I'll come with.
No, I've got this.
But you don't know the way, do you?
Lead on.
Sure thing. I know these streets better than anyone.
Right, let me get her set up. Let's see, we'll give her Bahamut, yes. And then we'll take, actually from Barrett. Which one has the astigmatism? I don't remember that one at all, actually. Chakra. That there. Like, some of the materia you can only get 1 or 2 copies of throughout the entire game, which kind of sucks because you have to bounce back and forth. It'd be really nice if they had like loadouts, so you could say, oh, I want this loadout for this character, so you wouldn't have to go and swap every time you had character changes. Let's do so elemental, and then we'll do Ice Fist. Alright, so he's got fire and lightning. I'll give her warding. Also be nice if you could swap to which specific thing you wanted. And let's give her strike and probably, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna give her an MP boost. Nice if get there sooner, yes. There we go, alright. Alright, since her limit gauge, I can just clouds is so much easier. He's got that, so this is the thing you unlock, the Goddard Dameron. So this is if you do the optional boss battles on hard mode. So that's what you get. It's worth it, obviously, because you get a full limit break once you start a battle, and then it fills up faster. Let me get caught up in chat here. Twins were blondes. Kelly diving into deep commercial lore. Crafty ladies getting contacts to hide which one has the awful unnoticeable astigmatism. Alright, I'm gonna save that one for later to watch, just to remind myself of. Alright, looks like a necklace. Why is it called a goddamn ring? I don't know. I don't speak German. But yeah, it looks like Kate Winslet's gonna drop it into the ocean or something. Alright.
Scrap Boulevard is out west. Past the barricade's supposed to keep the monsters out. Anyway, we should prepare, just in case.
Good luck, Tifa,
already prepared.
Here's Scrap Boulevard.
I can see why monsters would feel right at home.
And the more we pile up, the more they show up.
No, I don't need that. I've already got more than enough. I think it's ice materia.
Now you're in for it. It's on you.
All set! Oh, so that's what a soldier looks like in action.
Cool, get a potion that I have absolutely no use
I'll
for in this
bet.
playthrough.
Let's keep at it.
It's German for goddamn nation. Oh. Well,
Going
that's,
all out.
you learn something new every day. I made the right call with Ice Fist.
I'll end this.
This part
You're
is
good at this. Charging in like it was
super
nothing.
easy.
You too. Going all out. Surprising.
Well, I've been
See
here
ya.
5 years now. Come on! All right. I think that might be the last of them.
They won't stay gone for long.
Of course not. Even so, folks will be grateful for the peace and quiet in the meantime. A win's a win, you know?
True.
Trust me, it'll do wonders for your rep. Right. Let's go check in with Biggs and Wedge.
I will say I'm not too brokenhearted about not doing side quests because a lot of it's padding and they're not very good.
Doesn't look like
So basically, by doing no side quests during this chapter, I unlocked Tifa's mature dress for the Chapter 9 story beat.
Tally of Monster Slain has been updated. Got new numbers for Monster Slain this month. Check them out.
And then Chapter
Back
8,
already?
you don't do
Got
any
every
side
last
quests
one,
and it
too.
chooses
Now
air
the slum
stress.
should be safe.
And then Chapter
You
9,
guys are
you don't do any, and
machines.
it
Good
gives
job.
you cloud stress.
Meanwhile, we told everyone we could about you.
So I heard. I've got to ask though.
That's one of
what
my last
did you
two
tell them?
missing.
It's all right. All you
Trophies.
gotta do is keep up the good work. It'll pay off soon enough, I promise.
How's the sword, by the way?
Good.
Glad to hear it. Seems like the perfect fit for you.
Yeah. We've been through a lot.
Kind of looks and sounds like Charlie Sheen. Maybe that's just me.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Been meaning to ask. After you left the village,
It's a long story.
I've got time. Why don't you tell me all about it while we try to rustle up some more work for you?
That sounds great. I'll come too.
Oh, no, you won't. Come along now, you two.
Sorry,
Go on.
maybe next time.
No fair.
Think about it for a second. They haven't seen each other in years. You'd be a third wheel.
Since you've got yourself a new weapon, let's see if we can't put it to good use. Come on. Let's go chat up Weimer.
Who?
The guy who tracks all the requests that come to the watch. You never know. Could toss some work your way.
Where's he at?
Oh, he should be back at the office by now. What?
Pick up side quests that I'm not even going to end up doing.
The tally of monsters.
Hey there, Tifa. You need a helping hand?
Actually, I wanted to introduce you to an old friend of mine. This is Cloud. He's a merc.
Ah, you don't say. Well, we're always on the lookout for experienced fighters to help us deal with the bigger critters.
I'll take on anything. For the right price, that is.
Experienced and cocky, huh? If it's a challenge you want, I might have a few good ones. Your clients can fill you in on the details. Prove yourself at these jobs, and I'll see if I can't find you some more.
Thanks.
Gotta admit, the watch is a lot more impressive than it was.
What's gonna happen to Nico?
Oh. Can't help but take a...
It's so bad. She might have to close up shop.
Yeah.
Let's see, where's problem solving?
Don't take your eyes off it.
You know,
I literally have to go back to him to progress the story.
Missed out on my chance to live next
You're
door.
the aspiring odd jobber, right? The tally of monster slain has been up.
You're gonna have to talk to your clients if you want all the details.
Cloud! You were the first to gather the data I requested. Here is the rest of your payment. I have developed new materia. Would you like to see it?
Sure.
I plan to develop more materia in the future. I'll keep preparing more battle intel reports, which I hope you will assist me in completing.
Well, I've done all the battle intel reports, so I don't need to worry about that. Shit, I should not have talked to him.
That went well. Could be. Think of each job as an opportunity, not to make money, but to build connections.
It's not what you know, but who.
You remembered.
Not a patient teacher.
I'm gonna hope that that doesn't
Maybe not so
screw
patient
me
next
on
time.
Oh boy.
Address for getting that.
Oh,
I think
Barrett
you
should
can
have
do
finished
one.
collecting his share of the money by now. So what do you want to do? Head back to the bar?
I think I'll be okay.
The watch is saying they're gonna step up their...
Antifa is... Better watch yourself, Shadley. Kid's on notice now if he did mess it up.
Something's wrong. Let's check it out.
I'm not going to worry about doing that, because that is a side quest I don't need to want to do. Eternal. How's COD going for you? I'm guessing you're playing with Studa? Oh, I guess I do have to do... Okay, I do have to do this one. You lost all of them.
I hope he's okay.
Stay away from me!
Hold it!
Did Squirtle change? I thought I still had it added. Oh, and it's showing that unequal yikes is not on my emotes.
Shut up, punk!
Or what, huh? Screw you!
What's going on?
Somebody went and stole some blastinated from a Shinra warehouse.
Working for you. It's not showing up on my
public
email
security
menu.
started
That's
asking
weird.
questions, and you know how Johnny gets.
It's because of the reactor bombing, I bet. I could be wrong, but something tells me they're not gonna settle for just roughing him up this time.
We've got to save him, Cloud.
Is he Avalanche?
No.
You just see words right
He
now?
doesn't really know what we do. But he has his suspicions. And he's a talker. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should go alone.
I'm coming.
Are you sure?
It's the least I can do. Lead on.
Thanks. Come on.
Oh, you don't have your Twitch extension or anything set up?
I feel bad for him.
Your BTTV? Your BTS?
The hell went down at Johnny's?
Surprised you could type that while Tifa's on screen. Wow. She has you there, Chris.
You trying to break my arm? Dragging me through the street like this is cruel and unusual punishment.
One-handed skills. He's good at multitasking. That's how he was able to get a million gamer score.
Is this any way to treat a model citizen of Midgar?
Model citizens don't steal blasting agent.
So why don't you tell me why your ID popped when we were going over the warehouse logs?
Started the jokes now, you must live with them. Yeah, you do, my guy.
I've never gone anywhere near a Shinra warehouse. My ID.
Your ID was never lost, dumbass. Would have never gotten you inside a Shinra installation in the first place. But don't you worry. We'll take all the time we need to help you get your story straight.
I swear, all he had to do was keep his mouth shut.
All you have to do is follow the damn train, CJ.
Anyway, you distract the officers and I'll figure something out.
Alright. So these are the benches. Normally they would, in a regular playthrough, it heals you on your health and your magic, but on hard mode it just does your health. His typosis goes into remission when he's ogling boobs. I guess boobs are the cure for typosis.
Let him go.
Who are you? The cavalry?
Huh? Is that who I think it is? Oh, hell yeah! You guys really came to save me! Ow!
Hey! What the hell you think you're doing?
Here we go.
No more playing nice. You're done.
Enough!
Don't overdo it.
I got this. Too late. That's that. Too late. That's that. Too late.
So, is it over?
Well, what now?
He's a talker.
Huh? Whoa. Whoa!
No!
Huh? You're not gonna... Hold up! Wait! Don't do it, man!
You want to live? Then get the hell out of town.
You got it, boss! You ain't never gonna see my face again! I swear!
Are you sure about this? It's a big risk.
I know, but it's fine.
So Johnny is voiced by Yuri Lowenthal,
And
who
them?
does the voice of Peter Parker and
No
Spider-Man in the Spider-Man PS4 game. Yeah, you are going to see that face
Cloud.
again, unfortunately.
You're
Although the other ones
scaring
are
me.
all optional missions.
We need to go before they wake up. I'm worried about Johnny.
I'm more worried about us. We gotta go, right?
Right.
What?
It's just... You've really changed.
How?
I suppose it's... Yeah. Your eyes. They used to be less...
It's the
It's the Mako. Soldier, remember?
Mako.
I remember. So, what do you want to do now? Head back to the bar, or do you want to tackle another job or two?
Sorry, I had to run and use the facilities. Hydrate or dehydrate. Am I right? Mako, yeah. Mako is the basically the life force energy of the planet. And they use it to basically experiment on humans. So Cloud had been experimented on. And they get into all the genetic testing stuff later in this game, and they also get into it, obviously, in the original.
would make him want to leave?
So you might be able to finish up chapter 3 now.
And here we are. You must be tired.
Same as you, I guess.
Could use a little something to take the edge off, right? How about a refreshing cocktail made by yours truly that you can sit back and savor?
Mako's Guides. Tee-hee.
Yeah, I'm feeling it a bit too. Hey, do you think you'll stick around a little longer?
Maybe. Work for a minute, build up some savings.
I see. In that case, want to head back out and look for more gigs?
Nope. Yes, I am sure I wish to proceed.
We're back.
Did you have fun?
Gave up on Gungeon for now.
Lots
I don't
of
blame
fun.
you.
Hey, need y'all downstairs.
You are
right
obviously
now?
much more patient than I am when it comes for that stuff.
Marlene,
You've even played it.
Wanna go wait for Jesse out front?
Okay.
Looks like we're officially on for tomorrow night then. Gotta go over the details with the others.
Before you do, about my pay.
You'll get your money. So sit down and shut up until we're finished. Double time, Tifa.
I'm really sorry, but it shouldn't take much longer. In the meantime... grab a seat. What'll it be?
I don't know. Something hard and bitter.
I think Chris is feeling hard and bitter right now. Bitter that Tifa's not
Well,
real.
Most people would say something sweet right about now.
I'm sure they would.
Ah, but you're a more discerning customer, aren't you? In which case... our house special, the Cosmo Canyon.
Beautiful.
I gotta go. Enjoy. Hey, you see the news? The reactor bombing was the work of the eco-extremist group Avalanche. Public enemy number 1. Gets your heart racing, doesn't it? They don't know our faces, so we're in the clear for now. But we'll want to capitalize on this momentum. Speaking of which, you coming on the next one?
For the right price.
Oh, you can bet I'll be pushing hard for a raise. Tifa will be joining us too, but I don't know. Even a blind man can see her heart's not in it. She was never on board with the bombings, so if it comes down to do or die... if I've got to put my life in someone else's hands, then I'd rather that someone was a professional. Like you.
Could still kill some time.
Alright. So one of the missable achievements / trophies, I know you're asking about them, Kelly, is for doing a perfect game of darts. Which actually isn't so bad. I'm just gonna do it quickly now so I can can you please throw now that I have been telling you? Oh, X is throw, never mind. Yeah, so you just have to do it once to progress, but if you really want to, you know, go for the trophy, you have to do it in you have to get 7 perfects in a row. Actually, no, sorry, 6 perfects in a row, I believe. Basically 6 bullseyes. Only in Heartbroken, maybe. There's, this is actually the easiest of the little mini games. There's also this one that's, the stuff in the gym in chapter 9 and 14 is, miserable. But, Macca has some awesome guides for it. I was just busted there. Thankfully, they're not like, you're not getting phone calls constantly like, Nico, it's your cousin. Cloud, it's your cousin. Yeah, so my best is the 7 darts at the top there.
Maybe just chill a bit.
Yeah, sweat at the counter for Tifa. That's the bowling you're thinking of? Yeah. That is definitely not a good way to do a game, is to have a character constantly pester you about a really awful side quest. Excuse me. I think we're almost done here with chapter 3, and then I'll call it a night and we'll find somebody to raid. And I'll be back tomorrow, obviously, with more of this, and then
I heard
Tuesday,
you're having second thoughts.
Depending on how my work stuff goes,
I know we have to
I
think
stream
big
Tuesday, I'll
if we're
do
going to make
Minecraft
a
Dungeons,
difference.
just see what it's like.
But not like this. I feel trapped.
If it feels wrong, don't do it.
Guess that's that then.
What, they kick you out?
We agreed to disagree. So, you want another drink?
Tifa! Time to celebrate. Break out all the good stuff.
Oh, sure.
We won't be needing you for this next job. Feel free to look for work elsewhere.
Fine by me. That's how I like it. No contract, no obligation.
Figured you'd say that. Here, the rest of your payment, along with a little extra for your exemplary service. And thus concludes our business. Gonna have to ask you to leave now. This here's a private affair.
Sorry, I tried. We talked it over, but in the end, we didn't want to put so much on you. This is our fight.
Jesse, what's the holdup?
Be right there. No hard feelings, huh?
It's fine.
Let's talk more after I'm done here, okay?
Really, it's fine.
Come on, Jesse, I'm dying here.
I'll catch you later. Sorry to keep you thirsty boys waiting.
Thirsty boys, she's thirsty for Cloud.
Avalanche!
That hit the spot.
Damn, Biggs. Slow down.
What's up with them?
Word is he lives in this town. Just shut up and wait. We'll find him soon enough. Hey, brother. You from around the way?
I guess.
Know a big man with a big gun strapped to his right arm? Heard he set up shop somewhere in the neighborhood.
That depends.
Ah. Clever. Smell an opportunity to make some scratch, do you?
500.
200.
3.
Whatever, man. Let's find somewhere quiet to talk.
Yes, we're gonna talk quietly.
Walk with me.
Hey!
Got something to say? You looking at me?
You'll be fine. Is he with them?
Move it! I said move! Look at all these
That's
assholes.
a very interesting way to have a
This shithole's
holster
got
for a
nothing on
gun.
Wall Market. Am I right?
Have it kind of be upside down like that.
Word
And
of
on your butt.
advice, Blondie. Don't piss off my friend here. You'll be real sorry.
Unless you got some kind of death wish, then be my guest.
Like I know that
After
there's
you,
frequently
brother.
people have like a
Don't
in the small
worry.
the back,
I ain't the backstabbing
a holster.
type. Most days. Spill it. You know where the bastard's hiding, don't you?
I told you before. That depends.
Oh yeah? You wasted my time.
Shinra's time, you mean?
Shinra knows better than to stick its nose in my boss's business.
Like I give a shit. Why do you want him?
Just a grunt following orders, you know? Nobody tells me shit. Let me walk away. Please! Ha! Ah!
I'll tear you apart.
Okay.
Still in it.
This guy's just shanking me.
Going all out.
Kind of offended. Alright, I'm gonna do it to him. He's made me mad.
Not today.
It's over. So if they weren't Shinra, then... not my problem. Lesson 1 for life on the ground floor. Get some rest.
Not really ever spelled out
I've seen them
clearly who they work for, but it has to do with something later in the game. So obviously, I'm not gonna spoil it now. For those of you who are not familiar with it,
Welcome home, honey. Took your sweet time. Psych. Are you gonna let me in so we can talk in private? Guess I'll get right to the point then.
Huh. What have you got there?
An apology for not getting you on the mission. Or not. What do you think it is?
A proposition.
Nailed it in one. Gonna have to ask you to keep all this a secret from the others, though. It's a personal matter. Something I need to sort out tonight.
Tonight?
Tonight. You and me, together. I want you to come with me to the Sector 7 plate. I'll give you the details on the way.
That's fine by me, but don't you have a pretty big day ahead of you?
I do, but If I don't deal with this now, it's only gonna get harder. Anyway, I can count on you, can't I? A down payment.
So I think she originally gives you the Ifrit summon.
Doubt we'll be back before morning, in case
instead
you were
of
planning
the
on traveling
healing.
light. Make sure you've got everything you need before we leave. I'll wait here. You all set?
Yep.
Awesome. Meet me at the station after dark. Don't be late.
It's just another job.
All right, that's the end of chapter 3.